99.999% of sales trainers and speakers have never told you this before. But I know that you cannot survive without understanding this, and I know that you are losing tons of deals every month because you don't understand it yet. Notice I said yet. You want to get really good at selling, you got to be what we call really, really good at problem finding, because problem solving makes sense, but if they don't buy from you, how are you a problem solver? See, problem solving happens after they buy, not before. You want to get really good? You want to commit to what? Mastery? You got to be really good at problem finding. And that means asking the right questions to help your prospects understand what their real problems are. Do your prospects understand what their real problems are when you first start talking to them?
No.
Yeah, they have no idea, right? What questions do you ask right now to help them see that they have problems? You're looking like you wanted to volunteer. Is it Britta?
Yes.
Oh, what a cool name. Can you stand up, Britta? What question do you ask to find problems?
Why did you take the meeting today?
Okay, so that's kind of a connection question. That's not bad. So what were you hoping could happen by possibly working with us? What were you hoping could happen by possibly working with us? See, possibly is a neutral word. I can't be assumptive. What were you hoping could happen by working with us? Oh, we're just looking around. But if I put in the word possibly working with us, that's neutral languaging. Write that down. What were you hoping could happen by possibly working with us? What were you hoping? See, who has the problems? You or the prospect? They do. Who has a solution to solve them? You do. See, those type of statements and questions get them to start qualifying to you, not you qualifying to them. And does that raise your status or lower your status? Raises it, right? Okay, so what if I did this question? So, I mean, you guys have been doing this manually the last several years. I mean, what's making you feel like you might want to look into automating your purchase orders? See the difference? You want to try it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Read the same thing.
Well, don't read it. Just you kind of, do your thing.
So you all have been considering automating your process for years. What's making you look into it now?
Ooh, good question. See, she relanguaged it, but it meant the same thing. Well done. Good job. That was really good. You guys are sharp. Really good. Okay, what if I did this? So with the system you have now, do you 100% like the results you've been getting? Now, you would plug in whatever they're using. I just made that generic for you. Why would I say 100%? Why wouldn't I say, do you like what you have? What's the difference? Yes, because no human being likes anything 100%. Think about the person you're dating or married to now. The first couple of months, you thought they were perfect. They floated on cloud 9, and surprise, surprise, 6 months into it, you found something you don't like. That's because you're a human. They found something they don't like about you. Okay, so do you see how I cadened that out? So with the system you have now, do you 100% like the results you've been getting? What do my tones sound like? Concerned. See how what am I seeding in their brain when I use that tone in that context? I'm seeding doubt. That maybe what they have might not be that good, but if I said it was bad, that would trigger defensiveness. See how my tone can communicate doubt where their guard stays down. Now, most of the time they're going to come back and say, well, I wouldn't say we're 100%. Not 100%? Okay, sit back down. Thank you. So when they come back and say, well, I wouldn't say I'm 100%. You know what you do? Not 100%? What don't you like? You see the difference in what I just did? Not 100%? What don't you like? You're confused, that you don't understand. See, when you use a confused tone in that context, what happens in your prospect's subconscious brain is it says quickly, oh, he didn't understand what I meant by that. I need to explain that better. That's when they start to what? Emotionally open up. Even Fortune 500 CFOs and CEOs. Because after all, they're what? They're human. Hey guys, Jeremy Miner here. Look, a lot of you leave comments wanting me to help you sell more. So the easiest way to get a hold of me, the quickest way, is to text me. So text me right now. It's 480-637-2944. So 480-637-2944. Listen, I started this company to help you learn how to close more deals, but do it the right way. Text me right now. Let's get back to the training video. What if they came back and said, oh, I just want to save my department money this year by automating this? Anybody ever get something like that? When you ask them, they're like, oh, I just want to save money. Would you say that's a surface level response, or like, why do they really want to automate it besides just saving money? What's the purpose of them wanting to save the company money? That first question, if that first answer, if you just go off that, you're selling to the surface. Because is that them emotionally open up to you, tell them they just want to save their department money? Do you know why they want to save the department money? What if they say, well, if I save money, my KPIs are attached to that and I get a promotion? Do you stop there, or do you find out why they want the promotion? See, there's so much more deeper emotional stuff that we're just not picking up yet. Now, this is called an identity frame, okay? Remember, what frame are they in? I need to help them identify with the frame you want them to be in. Oh gosh, I mean, your company's lucky to have a department head like you who's that responsible and dedicated to want to reduce overhead so they don't have to overhire for no reason. I mean, I talk to so many people, department heads, and you'd be surprised how many, they just don't care about saving the company money. You know what I mean? Now, what identity did I just put them in? The department head that's selfless, that's responsible, that wants to save money even though they don't have to. Did you see how I'm putting them in that identity? It's hard for them to get out of that identity when I say, you know what I mean, and what do you think they're going to say? No? No, I don't want you. They're going to be like, oh yeah, I would never do that. And now they defend themselves on why they want to what? Save the company money. And then I can go with that probing question. Do you see that? So can I ask, why is that so important to you now, though? Now, why did I emphasize now? What does that do in their brain? It builds what? Well, the reason why I need to do this now is, and where does the urgency go? I remember when I got into B2B, they're like, Jeremy, you don't understand. Our average sales cycle is 12 to 14 months. I'm like, that's because you haven't learned how to get them to emotionally open up yet. Me selling the same thing, same price point, same prospects. Guess where my sales cycle was? Selling to the same prospects, less than 3 months. Average was 14. Why? Because I'm committed to what? Mastery. Okay, now let's keep going. We got a few more examples. I'm going to give you one last one here, okay? Who in here ever gets emails like this? From people you didn't buy from. Anybody raise your hand if you ever get long emails like this? Hey, Sally, just following up, circling back, checking in with you. It was a pleasure talking with you. How many salespeople say following up, checking in, circling back? Do you read anything after they say that? No, because those are trigger words. Because you're used to every salesperson saying that to you, aren't you? Okay? We had scheduled an appointment with you again about a week ago. Something must have come up. We didn't hear back from you to reschedule. I'm praying that you're okay. Do you think they believe you're praying that they're okay? We would love to work with you. Heard XYZ. We take the pride in want. Who in here gets emails like this? How much do you read of that email? First sentence? Okay. So why are we sending emails like this to our prospects thinking they're going to read them? You see the difference in there? Okay. Do you want to commit to learning how to do this? Okay. Because it affects your what? Your commitment to mastering the skills affects your what? Your what? Money. The money you get paid. The prospects you help. It's all determined on you committing to mastering or being a what? Dabbler. Or a know-it-aller. Or a winger. I'm going to say that word right. Okay? What if we did it this way? What if we send out this email? Take a picture of that. Do not change it. Do not fluff it. Hey, John, I called a few times last week. This is after you've already called a few times. You've already met with them, and they go MIA. Okay? I called a few times last week, left a few voicemails, but we didn't hear back. ... Scroll down one line. Where should we go from here? That's it. Do not, I know some of you at the end are going to be like, I'm really looking forward to hearing back from you. I really would love to work with you. Do not do that and see what type of response you get compared to what you're getting now. So I want to remind you, it all comes back to this. Who are you now? Are you the winger? Are you the dabbler who's just going to dabble in sales? Are you the know-it-aller? Or are you the one committed to mastery? Because the truth is, how many sales are you leaving on the table every single week, every single month, because you haven't what? Committed to what? Mastery. And it's not just the money you've left on the table, how many people's lives, your prospects, how many lives you could have changed if we would just commit to what? Mastering the skills that are dependent on you getting their problems solved and getting where they want. Because remember, at the end of the day, is selling something you do to people or selling something you do for people? For people.